Ford history. In 1903, Henry Ford and 11 other investors founded the Ford Motor Company in Detroit, Michigan, and in the same year, the company's first car, the Ford Model A, was sold. 1908 release of the Ford Model T, which became one of the most popular and mass-produced cars in history. And in 1913, the introduction of conveyor production, which significantly reduced the cost of Model T and made it accessible to a wide range of buyers. And already in 1919, Henry Ford bought the company's shares from other investors and became its sole owner. 1920s, Ford Motor Company becomes the largest automobile manufacturer in the world. New models introduced, such as the Ford Model A and Ford V8. 1930s, the Great Depression leads to a decline in car sales. Henry Ford II, son of the company's founder, becomes president of the Ford Motor Company. 1940s, during World War II, Ford Motor Company produced military equipment for the U.S. Army. 1950s, release of new models such as the Ford Thunderbird and Ford Mustang. 1960s, Ford Motor Company enters the European and Asian markets. Start of production of Ford F-Series trucks, which became one of the most popular trucks in the world. 1970s, the oil crisis leads to a decline in car sales. Ford Motor Company begins to experience financial difficulties. 1980s, restructuring the company and updating the model range. Release of new models such as the Ford Taurus and Ford Explorer. 1990s, Ford Motor Company is becoming one of the leaders in the development of electric vehicles. Release of Ford EV1, the company's first production electric vehicle. 2000s, the 2008 global financial crisis leads to the bankruptcy of Ford Motor Company. The company is reorganized and receives government assistance. 2010s, Ford Motor Company returns to profitability, release of new models such as Ford Focus and Ford Fiesta. 2020s, Ford Motor Company is betting on electric and autonomous vehicles. Launch of the 2020 Ford Mustang Mach-E, the company's first electric crossover. Today, Ford Motor Company is one of the largest automobile manufacturers in the world. The company produces a wide range of vehicles, including cars, trucks, SUVs, and electric vehicles. Interesting facts. The Ford Model T was so popular that in the 1920s, every fifth car in the world was this model. Ford Motor Company was the first company to pay its workers $5 a day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.